Good gaming, ladies and gentlemen. My name's Nider. Today we're gonna watch some Noob play cEDH. In today's game, we've got a Sisay Weatherlight Captain. Yes, it is a altar. This is a conch horn, so he actually cut out a reserve list card just to have that superb altar. Hey, whatever floats his boat. We've got Ketramose. Ketramose is a new discard commander in Aether-Drift. We have a TnT. And we have a Lumra. Sisay will try to go and get Wooburg or get a Agatha Soul Cauldron so that they can pay colorless to activate Sisay. Either get a Planeswalker combo or get a creature combo to win the game out at that point. I don't remember. Derivi with non-stop combat? No, I don't even remember what are. Usually when we get infinite, we just say, yeah, sure, we're fucked. Ketramose is a new one. So we don't know yet. I have not looked into what is Ketramose cEDH Primer. So it's going to be a Leonin Relic Warder Abdel or World Gorger. Well, not World Gorger because World Gorger is red. Then use Zulukport Cutthroat. It is a I exile and I bring back a bunch of stuff. So yep, Angel's Grace, Adna's, Angel's Grade, and Sickening Dreams. At this point, they could do the Chain of Smog also. Canada's True and the entire deck can finish with Sickening Dreams or however you'd like post Anda's. At this point, I'm pretty sure you could do pretty much anything. So it is a... every time you discard a card, you draw something. So you can go through your deck pretty quick. TnT. Devoted deck. Trying to find a infinite mana, use Thrasios to go through your deck to get Thassa's Oracle, drop Thassa's Oracle, or loop through your deck to get Walking Ballista and kill with Walking Ballista. Lumra. Oh boy, Lumra. It is a land combo deck with 5 forest and a bunch of utility lands. Each utility land has a specific function in this deck. So technically you want to turbo out, well, okay, so this version, because I know there's other Lumras, and actually this player plays a specific version where he can Lumra out turn 2 or 3. This is a turbo Lumra, pedal to the metal. I go crazy with Burgeoning Exploration or whatever that can drop him as many land as... Like, he had 7 lands turn 2 yesterday. So it's actually pretty crazy. And then from there, he just loop Lumra. Use Zurin Orb or Sylvan Safekeeper to sacrifice his lands. When he sacrifices lands, he goes to the graveyard. No land, Lumra dies. Recast Lumra. Bring back all the lands that were sacrificed. He will... enjoy having Taylor Engine or Amulet of Vigor so that they come in untapped. And god, this is... I played against him yesterday, like I was saying, 7 land turn 2, Food Chain on board, and got lucky and got Field of the Dead, so he was making zombies and then using the zombies to sacrifice Food Chain to sack the zombies to make more mana, to then sack Lumra to recast Lumra. And yes, it is what it is. If anybody want to find something way different, commander dependent, of course, so Dragonite is a problem. Leyline of the Void and Rest in Peace is a problem. However, anything else, nothing stops. So nothing stops the Cocaine Bear. That's all I'm gonna say. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, not a sponsor, but some super good friend of mine, cEDH Canada, is sponsoring my video. I'll have to ask them how much I want to pay. But however, super nice group trying to push for getting a bigger community west of Montreal and Eastern Ontario. We are reaching out, like next weekend we're going to be in Oakville. So thanks to cEDH Canada. Pre-game, no pre-game. Mulligans are done, no pre-game. Sisay Witherite Captain starts with a Deathrite Shaman. Mux Diamond for Ketramose. Scavenger Grounds. Oh god. That's a plane? Dranit, turn 1, seed 2. Holy smokes. TNT fetches into Bayou, shortcut into Delighted Outling. Crumbling Vestige. ETBs make a green, drops a Elvish Reclaimer. Plateau 2. Arcane Signet. 1 for Carpet Flyer. Who's playing blue? There's only one blue player, so Carpet Flower is... It's good when it's good. It's bad when it's bad. 1 for a Metavolt. A white for Children of Colis or Chorus. So Children of Chorus is a you can sacrifice to gain as much life as you've lost this turn. So it's a Necropotence for 30. Sack Children of Corliss, gains back 30, re-get 30 in damage. 1, 2. I missed what that was. Oh, this is Dan Fraser, Felwarstone. Here's a Saga Pass. Exile a land. That right, exile a land for a Vamp Tutor. End of turn. Shuffling done. Vampiric Tutor on top. Oko. Oh, snap. No. Do not help the Dranit right away, please. So politicking. So if you elk the Dranit, TNT says I'm gonna crack my land. I'll go get an island, and you will be able to get a. You'll be able to play use Carpet for something. Makes Manavolt into an elk, which kinda stifle him because we are turn 3. Didn't get his land drop. I think it's a pain land. Oh, 3/3 health could go and swing in Oko. You full swing into Oko. Drops Bowmaster. ETPs kills the Children of Corliss. Targets the children. In response, he will say, I sacrifice Children of Corliss. And you read the reason you do that is if Bowmaster's trigger fizzles because there's no active target, he will be able, he will not have his Orc Army. So this is something that is good to know. If you can sack the target of the Bowmaster, the player will not get the army. Trying to kill the Oko, only was able to drop, what's that? Oh god, it's only an Archivist of Ugma. On response, will tap, use Elvish Reclaimer. So what happened is TNT cracked his fetch. In response, Archivist of Ugma was casted. In response, Elvish Reclaimer was used. So Lumra gets a land. Ketramose gets his Archivist. TNT fetches. Ketramose will draw a card after. So this is a land that taps for 2, but you need to sacrifice it, I believe. Still far away from Lumra, especially that the Giant is on board. Ooh, Neoform. So he's going to go get something 3 or less. No, 2. With mana value equal to 2, because it's 1 plus the sacrifice creature's mana value. Put that card onto the play with an additional person. Torrical? Perhaps for a black for a demonic consultation. Okay. So politic around the table. So the deadly questions. How many cards do you leave in your deck? So that's always a question. If whenever somebody asks you how many cards are you gonna leave in your library on the Toro call, look around and say, can somebody has mana for Angel Grace, or can they make you draw? If they make you draw, you're gonna lose if you leave no cards. If you leave 2 cards and they kill Torokol, you'll be heft also. So sometimes he drew. Oh god, man. So on the Neo form, he drew that Path to Exile. So TNT has 2 turns to win. E-Zone. 1, 2, 3. Spelunking. Spelunking plays an additional land per turn. Visiva is a copy of Urza's Saga. 1, 2, 3 for Sisay. Sisay is gonna be a 4, so 3 or less. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 mana. Sisay could go and have 1 activation. Dranit is now a Helk also. Soul Ring. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ketramose. Can't attack or block unless there are 7 cards or more in your in exile. Whenever one or more cards are put into exile from graveyards and or the battlefield during your turn, you draw 1, you lose 1 life. Fire Covenant. Wow, okay. Calculating how many damage he does. So Fire Covenant wipes the board out. Saving Oko, not blocking with... well, he had to block with Sisay, but if he blocks with Sisay, Oko would still be dead, and then she would die because she'd go back to being a 2-2, and getting 3 damage would have killed her. Passes to TNT. Untap, upkeep, draw. Still has 1 less draw, so 2 turns, 1 turn. Yeah, because you lose before you draw. Well, you lose when you draw, so well, it could do something at the upkeep. But I'm pretty sure TNT doesn't have any other instant speed win con. I'm wondering if you can Angel Grace the debt on drawing. TNT, Trasios, 1, 2. Dranit, ooh. And then Lumra says, the only way to stop Lumra is Dranit and Rest in Peace effect. So politicking into, please don't play Dranit because we need to do something. Here's the Sagaz goes to 3. Makes a mana floating. He's asking, what do I look for? And I'm like, well, usually you look for a Mana Vault, a Soul Ring. I'm not gonna say Mana Crypt because Mana Crypt is banned. Oh, LED? He's missing green. That's the issue. This is why he's counting now. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 1 colorless, 3 from LED, 4, 5, 6. Crack Havenwood to make 2 green. One green. Oh god, Sylvan Safekeeper. Sure. At this point, it's, I'd say GG. Field of the Dead, that's even worse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Needs to crack LED to make 3 greens. Drops 2 cards that are not land into his graveyard. Goes and casts Lumra. On trigger ETB. Sack Emergent Zone. Sack 2 lands targeting Lumra. Lumra dies because there is no more land in play. 2 green are still on the board. Holy smokes. Ancient Tomb, Crystal Vein. It is pretty much everything you wanted to get. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ooh, Vesuva can copy any land on the battlefield. So Ancient Tomb for 2, Crystal Vein for 2, Urza Saga. He's adding up all the mana he can before saying... So Lumra now cost hate. 7 plus 2, cast Lumra. ETB sacks all the land. Lumra dies. Woof, that's a whiff. So he's still good. So this is what they call some Nadu turns. So calculating mana neutral, he needs to get 2 more on each of these occasions. Makes 10, cast Lumra. Yo. Field of the Dead. Well, he forgot his trigger, but they are leaving him getting his 14 2/2s. Gets 2 extra lands, including Talon Gates of Medara and Echoing Deeps. Echoing Deeps copies the thing because he makes 4 green. So Kettles. Recast Lumra. Ah, Tabernacle. But it's not something that you actually want. So does the shenanigans again. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is how he's actually just 16. So he's saying that he's making 15 mana and he costs is up to 16 casting cost now. No, that's it. Sanctum of Eternity. So now with Sanctum of Eternities, he can just actually... So Sanctum of Eternities allow him to pay 3 and bounce him back into his land. So we can do that pretty much infinitely now. 16 mana, cast for 16, mana neutral. Trigger ETB, he bring backs everything. Now we can use Sanctum of Eternity, which is a... If you've got AA... And yeah, so at this point, we're like, sure, you can do it infinitely. You can go and get all the lands untapped. He will get to Sunscorched Desert. And then he will continue that loop forever until Sunscorched Desert's paying for 1. I'm pretty sure he has other win con, but that is the one that he is saying most of the time. Hey, congratulations to the Lumra player. This is something we do not see often or not at all. Hoping that it will breach out. Super weak to Rest in Peace and Dryad Magistrate. But outside of that, this is a crazy bear. So everyone, as usual, please leave a comment and subscribe. If you learned anything, don't forget... Let's start back. No cutting. If you learned anything, please leave a comment below. I'll be happy to interact with you. Of course, as usual, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next game.